Look, I'm going to be straight with you. If you're selling something, a shop, a service, or just a few products online, and you're trying to compete with Amazon, Walmart, or any of those giants, chances are you feel like you're playing a rigged game. They have the price, they have the systems, they have 2-day shipping. And you're just trying to keep your business alive. But here's what nobody tells you. There's an entirely different game that small businesses can play. A game where size is no longer an advantage, and being small, if used correctly, becomes your greatest weapon. And don't worry if you don't have a big storefront, because even if you're just selling online from home, this strategy will help you become the king of your own neighborhood. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what that game is. Because the truth is, most customers are still looking for local businesses every single week. They are looking for solutions near them, faster, more convenient. They are looking for you. You just haven't shown up in front of them the right way yet. And the most important thing you need to know is, what I'm about to share is not theory. I didn't learn it from books, and I didn't get it from some course. It was pulled from many failures, many losses, and many times realizing that I couldn't win if I kept playing by the giant's rules. That's why this isn't for those who want to burn money to go fast, but for those who are forced to go smart. I call this the small but mighty method. It doesn't rely on a huge budget, complex algorithms, or becoming a second Amazon. It's built on 3 very clear steps: scout your turf, shoot your shot, and sell with precision. This is hyper-local marketing done right. This is a neighborhood marketing strategy that actually works. Now, let me walk you through each step, starting with step 1. Step 1 is called Scout Your Turf. This is where you become a local detective. Here's what I want you to do. Pause this video for just 1 second. Grab a pen. I'm serious. You're going to want to write this down. Look around your area. Where do people gather? Not just anywhere. I want you to find specific, high-density areas with a name you can actually target. This is critical. Don't say downtown. That's too broad. Don't say the business district. Still too broad. I want you to find something like the Riverside office building at 5th and Main, the Millennial Towers apartment complex on Oakwood Avenue, St. Mary's Hospital on Portland Street. See the difference? Why is this important? Because that office building has 1,000 people working there 5 days a week. That apartment complex has hundreds of units. That hospital has staff coming and going all day, plus visitors. These are your people. They drive past your business every day. They walk past your shop. But here's the problem. They don't know you exist. And that's what we're about to fix. Let me give you some real-world examples of how to scout your turf. Do you run a coffee shop? Target the apartment building 2 blocks away. 500 young professionals living there who need morning coffee. That's your target. Do you do computer repair? Find the business park in your area. Tech Park Business Center. That's 3,000 office workers, all with broken computers. Do you own a bakery? St. Mary's Hospital is your gold mine. Hospital staff work 12-hour shifts. Visitors bring comfort food to patients. And here's what will surprise you. So right now, I want you to write down 3 to 5 specific locations. Real names, real addresses. Buildings you can point to and say, that is my target. Do you have your target list? Good. Now let's move to step 2, because this is where it gets interesting. Step 2 is called Shoot Your Shot. And I promise you, this is easier than you think, because you need exactly 1 photo. That's it. Here's what you're going to do. Take the product you're selling to the specific location you just wrote down and take a photo at a spot that people recognize immediately. For example, if you're targeting Millennial Towers, take the photo right in front of their sign. Hold your product there and snap the picture so that when someone working in that building sees it, they know instantly, ah, this was taken right at the foot of my building. What is this for? I'll show you in step 3. In short, step 2 is simple. Grab your product, go to the most recognizable spot in your target area, and take the photo. If you run a coffee shop, make your best latte, walk to Millennial Towers, and take a photo holding that latte right in front of their sign. If you do computer repair, grab your toolkit, stand at the entrance of Tech Park Business Center and take a photo. If you own a bakery, take your best cake to St. Mary's Hospital and photograph it there. Try to make your product stand out, but the location must also be instantly recognizable. Step 3 is called Sell with Precision. Now is the time to turn proximity into real orders. With the photo you just took, the next part is very simple. First, set up a Google Business profile. This only takes a few minutes, and you only do it once. Upload the photo from Step 2, write a description, and remember to emphasize the specific location and the time factor. For example, computer repair near Tech Park Business Center. Contact 0123, guaranteed 15-minute arrival. Or, coffee delivered to Millennial Towers in 15 minutes. The goal is that when someone in that building searches for coffee near me, what they see is a familiar image of where they work. And that's all it takes. Then, if you want to speed up the results, use ads. Don't run them across the whole city. Don't try to talk to everyone. Use the location-based ad feature with a radius around that spot, using the exact photo of that building. Write copy that speaks directly to them. Coffee delivery to Riverside Building in 20 minutes, or on-site within 15 minutes at this building. Another example, you sell fashion. You have beautiful clothes and you promote them to them. They like your outfit, but this is the factor that makes them buy immediately. They see a model wearing that outfit standing right at the gate of the building where they work. At that moment, a very strong thought triggers in their head. The seller is right here. And when a buyer likes something, they want it as fast as possible. They have a massive motivation to buy. That's the magic. You aren't selling a product, you're selling convenience right now. You aren't competing on price, you're competing on proximity and time. And when you speak to the right place, at the right moment, for the right need, an ad is no longer an ad. It becomes a reminder. I'm right here, and I'll be there fast. Now, I'll explain why this is so good, so interesting, and why it's called small but mighty. You see, by doing it this way, you gain 3 things that big companies can never have. 1. Proximity. 2. Speed. And 3. Instant cash flow. Let me explain each one. What is proximity? The purpose of taking the photo near that building, that area, that neighborhood, is to bring familiarity and closeness. Familiarity brings likability. People realize that someone in this area is selling that, and they recognize it instantly. People tend to notice things familiar to them. Imagine a neighborhood, an intersection that they pass 1,000 times in their life. You take a photo there, and they recognize it instantly. That's how you grab attention. If they've worked at a building for a year, say 300 days, and passed through that gate 4 times a day, they've passed that spot over 1,000 times. It's too familiar. And what's familiar is recognized in a split second. It's like looking at a crowded photo. You'll always recognize a friend first. That's basic psychology, and you're using that to sell. Among a sea of ads out there, people will notice you not because you're the cheapest, but because you're the most familiar. The second factor is speed. Buying on Amazon, getting it fast, is hard. It goes through so many procedures, usually taking a few days, at best half a day to a day. But you're right there, in that neighborhood, in that building. As soon as the customer buys, you can deliver it immediately. So fast, so unexpected, and right when they want it. Speed is victory. And what is instant cash flow? It means you sell and you get money immediately. It helps you recover capital very fast and have the cash to keep expanding your business. Start with one building or one area first. When you're successful, target another building, another area, and the market will be yours. And here's the key point. You aren't competing with Amazon on products. You're competing with them on the distance between desire and action. Amazon wins on scale. You win in the moment. The moment people want it now, need it now, use it now. But there's one thing I must emphasize strongly. Only promise what you can actually do. Don't say 15 minutes if you aren't sure, because the moment you fulfill that promise, you've built trust. And trust, once built, will make them come back again without comparing you to anyone else. So, here's what I want you to do today. Step 1. Write down 3 specific locations in your area. Step 2. Tomorrow, take your product to one of those locations and take a photo. Step 3. This week, set up your Google Business profile, upload the photo, and write a clear description. That's it. 3 very simple actions that can change your current business situation. If you found this helpful, comment below and let me know. I read every comment. Hit like if this gave you more hope. And if you know a small business owner who's struggling, share this video with them. Because sharing is how we help each other survive.